Hey my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Willeke, but I also go by Kawaii on all of my socials. And today I thought it would be nice to do, besides the Sweet Allure review that I've also uploaded already an hour before this one, I also wanted to do the review of the Sleek Bathroom Kit. And this one is one that I'm actually really excited for because Cyberlet, the creator of this kit, is an alpha custom content creator that I have had in my game for years. Like, I love their custom content. I always use so much of their items. So having them create a kit that is for the bathroom, like, I'm really excited about it. So let's head right into it, what they've created in a more Max's Mat style. I'm of course going to look at this as an alpha simmer if this is something I would use in game. I do always think that it's good that we have more items in game, more of these kind of packs of creators that are amazing for simmers who don't use custom content or are not able to use custom content. So first of all, we have 25 items. Here are all the items that you have in the buy section. In the build section, we have 2 items. It is the walls and the tiles. First, I want to quickly place down a light, which is this one, so we can see a little bit more of these swatches. So the first one is this orbs ceiling light, which has 4. I cannot count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swatches. You have the more sleek swatches, the gray, a little bit more of like a bronze golden. Then you have this pink swatch and this black swatch. Usually I use a lot of like silver and black in my builds. I'm going to use this like more bronze swatch, which I think is really nice. Then for the tile, there is tons of different options, which I am used to from Cyberlet, that she has a lot of different options. So this is the first swatch. Then we have the black. We have different colors. I love this green. Actually, I want to have like a green tiles in my bathroom if my boyfriend and I ever buy a house in the future. So these are some swatches that I am absolutely in love with. It is different from her alpha style. I also love that blue, by the way. But it's different from her alpha style. It's looking a lot less realistic, but it's still that quality that I'm used from seeing from her. I'm going to add this green. I feel a lot of simmers will be adding this green or this blue just because it's so good. This blue is also amazing, but I think the green is the one that I'm vibing with the most. Then for wall patterns, we actually have matching wall tiles. So it's all of the same swatches as we have seen in the actual tiles. And I keep pressing the wrong button. Can you cooperate with me, game, please? But it's again like the same as the tiles. You can do a little bit of a mix and match where you maybe have some different tiles on the floor than the tiles you have on the wall. For example, like these could be very nice on the floor and then you have some color, or you can even just do like accent parts on the wall. So it's something that I really like. Like, I'm really happy seeing this. I'm gonna go for the white actually. I'm gonna do something different for this build. I'm gonna do the same tile, like the white everywhere, but we do have a shower area, so I'm just gonna head with the green as an accent wall and build our shower over there. So going into the objects, we have like these shells which are looking really nice. We also have this fake wall, and this is going to be used so much by so many simmers. Like, I feel this for a lot of bathrooms because these also do act like shells. You can put items on there. This is going to add so much more style to your bathrooms, also just to living rooms. Like, I feel this could be a very nice wall that you actually, and it's matching the wall, all the colors of the tiles. But I do feel it's also very nice to use, for example, as a headstone for a bed where you can put some items on, or you can place it down after a couch. So all in all, definitely an item that I think is going to be used a lot more than just for the bathroom. I'm gonna say, just to have like a little bit of a color accent, I'm going to use the white here. And then we have 2 shower shields that we can place down. One is this privacy screen that we can place down for a little bit more like of a wooden look. We have a few swatches in there that are matching the lights actually. And then this has like just a different look. And then we have the invisible wall, which with the swatches it's again matching the light, but it changes the glass stays the same, but the little feed over here changes. And I think I'm gonna keep it in the same as the light, and I'll quickly move over the light so it doesn't work with the shower. But we do have this nice wall light that I can place over here in the same swatches as the regular light. The ceiling light, I mean, that can show off a little bit. So keeping everything in the same swatches. Putting this one down. Then we have the shower head. So I feel it's perfectly placed here. Maybe I'm gonna make the shower a little bit smaller actually. I feel like we have the size enough for the smaller shower, but it's still gonna look like very nice. Let's see, I think 1 tile is probably going to be enough. And place this one down, this one down. I'm really going like all around over here. Don't mind me being a bit chaotic. It is something that is a constant in all of my videos, but I do feel like a smaller shower, although you can make it as big as you want. You can even feel like, I would say, like put a little chair in there for people to want to sit down. Am I going to keep it this way? No, I'm going to keep it in a bigger way. I am gonna be very chaotic over here, but I am going to keep it in the bigger style. Just so we have like this very nice shower area, and can actually also show off where you can maybe place a little bit of a seating area. Let's select this again. And if we go to all, we have like a lot more items, so we can place the shower head. It's the same swatches as we can see from the light, so I'm gonna keep it in this bronze style. Then we have our sink. Maybe we should start with the first item on the list. We have the little sink over here, which has similar styles to the swatches that we see from the wall tiles. And they're actually really nice. I love this one. I feel this one is really nice with the wicker basket. We can place like this mirror over there. Unfortunately, what we see with custom content mirrors and Tablet has also created mirrors like this, you can just move them freely around the wall. It's not the case with this one, but it does match perfectly, like it sits perfectly above the mirror or above the sink. So while it's not free moving, I do find it still very nice. Like it's a different style from some of the mirrors that we have in game. And again, similar watches as we see with some other items. We also have a bathtub, so either you could place a shower here or you could place a bathtub here, for example. I'm not going to place a bathtub in this bathroom, but I do want to just showcase all of the different swatches. It's similar as to what we see with the color scheme for the sink. So we even have like some different colors for a bathtub, which, correct me if I'm wrong, we don't have many color bathtubs. Like we don't have a green or a pink or a blue in this style. Like we have some of the more out there bathtubs which do have some colors, but not like this really sleek looking bathtub. We don't have it in there. Then we also have like some of the towers that we can place there. I wouldn't place it in the shower because they probably will get wet, but you could place, for example, a shelf next to the sink as like an extension of the sink. Let's see, can I place it down? You can place like an extension of the sink, which will make the sink a little bit bigger. It won't unfortunately go all the way. Like I could go all the way here, for example, to make it like go all the way around, but I just want to showcase like these have the same swatches as we have, or at least these should have the same swatches. I feel like in the color it might look a bit different. They at least have the same swatches as we see on here, so they should be matching with here. But I feel like either it's from the coloring or they don't have the same swatches as the sink, and if it's the case, I wish they had the same swatches as the sink, so you could maybe extend the sink. I still think it's nice, but looking at it, I feel we should have been able to extend the sink. So instead I'm going to place these over here on the wall, just very closely to the shower, and we can place some of the tiles on top of it. We'll put the light up a bit higher. The swatches are still very nice. I do wish they would have matched the sink so we could place it next to the sink, but unfortunately this is a thing that we see with AA, that it happens a lot that not all of the swatches fully match. They are still nice. I do think it's also nice if you do it with the green, that you put it on the tile. And for the towels you have a few different colors in the same that we see everywhere else. So you have some more like out there colors and you have some more muted colors. I feel like for now I'm gonna keep these, and this one I'm gonna put on the wall. Then we have a few plants. We have our toilet, so let's place down the toilet first. I feel in this corner it goes perfect. It has the same swatches as the sink does, so that's why I was feeling that the shelves also had the same swatches, which they unfortunately don't. What you can do is you can place down this actually, and have, if you use free move objects, you can actually place it as like a background for the toilet as well, so it would work with the toilet to maybe put some stuff on the toilet. Like you could put, for example, if you have some custom on the toilet or some toilet paper from a different pack, you could put it on top of here, or you can put like a plant, or from, I think it's from Bathroom Clutter. I'm just going to quickly showcase, but you have from Bathroom Clutter, you can put, for example, a toilet paper on there, and we could put like maybe some bath salts, or we could put the perfume on there. Like you can actually create like some different styling that is more realistic. We can even put, if I think it's from this pack, or it might be, yeah, from this pack, you could put the candle on there. So you can create like a lot more different styles to what we have now seen before, just with this little shelf. And I feel a lot of people do this usually with a half wall or like some creative way. Now we can just do it with these shelves. Let's see, I feel like this looks perfectly matching. Then again, unusual, all over the place. We have this little bathroom mat, which does have all of the same swatches as we have with the tiles. So if we're gonna keep in the same theme, this one would be the best one. I like these little stripes on there. I love this quality with also like the little wires. I don't know the name in English for it, but I do love all of those wires in the back. And we do have an actual towel rack that we can place near the shower, so we can hang our towels there to dry, or maybe we hang our towels there right before we use it. And these are also similar in the swatches we've seen all. Like there we have the green. I feel like this green is a little bit darker than the green that we see here. This green is a little bit more matching, so I wish this swatch would have been more matching to the tiles, but it's still something that I find nice. I'm going to put it in the bronze, golden bronze, with the more muted colors. We have a few more items that I want to showcase. Let's see. We have the plants, so we can place down plants in our showers. It's a little bit more of a hanging plant. I feel like this could also go perfectly on a fridge or on a bookshelf or something like that, or like a closet. The plant doesn't change colors. I do wish there were some color options in there, that we have some different colors for the plants as well, but we do have the pot that changes different swatches. So even outdoors, like for example with the Final Terracotta swatch, that one is actually a perfect outdoors swatch that you can place down. Then if we want to decorate our shower a bit more, we can place down some stuff that you would use in the shower, which again have the same swatches as some of the other items have, so they are matching. I'm gonna keep it in this terracotta style, matching with the pot. But it's something that we can at least hang up to decorate our shower a bit more. Just to have like some more stuff in there. And we also have like this marble and soap, which does not fully fit on here. I would probably put it more on one of the shelves. So if we take down a shelf and maybe put it up here. I'm not gonna upload this. This is more just for me showing as fun. But we can put it here, so maybe you can put like a smaller shelf or something in the shower where we can place these items. The swatches are similar. We have like the green again to what we see in some of the other items. But it's nice at least to have like this middle mix. I feel it's might be a bit too big for some of the items. It's difficult to place down. I probably personally would do something a little bit more smaller and then place it down on either this location where you have like a smaller area so you can fit it more in your bathroom. I feel like it's very big, so I would use like some cheats to just make it a tiny bit smaller, and I feel like it's a lot more fit in. Then for our toilet, we just have a few more stuff. We have like the toilet roll holder, toilet paper holder, which comes with all different swatches, which again are matching with some of the swatches we've seen before. But like this one is a very nice one to place down here. We also have our toilet cleaner brush, which we can place down, so that's also something with the same swatches as we've seen on some other items. Let's keep the terracotta more bronze style for now. And then some of the final items we have is this chaos control tray, which it does fit on here. I don't think you would put it in a bathroom. I feel like it's something that you might put on a shelf, or you could even put it on... Oh! Press the whole wrong button. I feel like this is something that you would put not on a shelf behind your toilet. I feel like it's something you maybe put here more in this kind of area. It does have like the nice hairpiece, which hopefully we sometimes get some hairs with this hairpiece, so we can create a little bit more of a storytelling. It again has some of the swatches we see on some of the other accessories. So swatch wise, there is a lot of match between all of the swatches. I do feel some of the swatches can match a bit more, like here with the green or the terracotta plant having like the plant itself change in terms of the swatches. We also finally have this item, and then there's I think 2 more items that I can show off. So we have here the toothbrush and soap set. Again, same with the other accessory swatches, so you can keep it with the green, you can keep it with the terracotta. I feel like these 2 are probably my favorite swatches out of everything. And then the final 2 items are this plant, which can work definitely in a bathroom. Like if I move a few things around, it can definitely work like in a bathroom. I also feel like this is a plant that's going to be used in a lot of the interior, maybe in the outside, like on a balcony or something. I do love the wicker basket. Again, I wish some of the swatches of the plants would change, which we do see with custom content, but also probably EA restrictions, it's not possible. The wicker basket does match with this one, but what I've heard is actually that this wicker basket does not match. Yeah, so the hamper basket, which is not functional, there is a mod that actually makes this functional, which Cyberdat has also reposted on her, I think either X or Blue Sky page. So it is possible to make this a functional hamper, but it's not. The wicker swatches are unfortunately not fully matching with the wicker swatches of the pot, so that's too bad, because this is also something nice that if we take like any random plant, let's say this one for example, if we lift it up high enough, if my game wants to cooperate, give me 1 second. There we go. So if we lift this plant up high enough, we can use, for example, to place it down here. Like if you lower, for example, you can maybe use this to add some like plants. I feel like this plant might not be the best to showcase. Let's just take like any plant in game that's not custom content. Let's just check. Is there any plant that I can find that's not custom content in like my huge custom content mess? Let's see, we have this one, for example, the flowers. If we mix and match with the sizes enough, I feel we could like do something creative where maybe we can use like this in a smaller version to create like a plant holder out of it. You would have to find like the right fitting item, but this would be one of the items where people could do the trick to create it as like a different pot holder. I'm checking if there's some like other items that I could potentially showcase that it's not custom content that you might be able to add in here. This one might be too big, but maybe this with this like flower area. Like, see, you can still see the vase, so you would have to make it like just a tad bigger, and this one would have to be lifted up just enough, and you can actually make like a little different like wicker vase out of it. So it's something that you can be a bit creative with if you want to. Like, I've seen this happen a lot of times by simmers who are, for example, console players. They don't have access to all of the custom content or options that some other have, so they are getting creative with like how to style. This could be like a great way if you want this to have like some functionality or like some usability outside of just the look of having a hamper in there. It could be something that you can create like for having a pot. And I feel that that's everything in the pack. So all in all, my opinion, I know Cyberlette is an amazing creator, and you can definitely see it in the style of this pack that she is able to show off all of the items and her talent. Some of the items do not fully match, like the wicker hamper and the wicker basket from the flowers, or from the olive tree. So that's something that I personally wish would fully match. Also with like not leading it, but with the stand or with the shelving, that it would be matching fully with, for example, the shelving of the sink, so we can match it, or maybe extend the sink to place a few more items on there. Those are some things that I just personally would see. All in all, I give this pack, I feel, a 9 out of 10. I think it's really nice. I will definitely use it in some of my builds in the future that are fully custom content free. So I hope you lovelies like this video and this review, and let me know in the comments down below if you got this pack, and if so, what your opinion is of the pack. Will you be using this a lot? What do you think of the style? And if you're not getting this kit, let me know also why in the comments down below. And if you're not subscribed yet and don't want to miss out on either a wholesome or chaotic video, make sure you click the little subscribe button down below as well. And I'll see you lovelies in the next one.